Wel- Welcome, millionaires, billionaires, and future trillionaires. As always, I am to bring you truth, knowledge, and wisdom to assist you in your journey to crypto. So, guys, this video is about freedom. One of the most important things. If you've seen the previous video, um, where I mentioned money is everything and it's a tool, and I'm gonna explain how to properly use that tool, which is the money, once you attain it. So what we are really seeking is not just the money, but more freedom. So that is the most important thing, at least here, and outside of second to money itself. Money is important. I've made a previous video uh, about that subject. So once you have money, then you by default have freedom, physical freedom, freedom of movement. So a lot of people don't have freedom, so they don't really truly understand how it feels to have freedom. So the only way I can explain how freedom truly means, what freedom truly means is, um, imagine a bird being locked in a cage for weeks, and then all of a sudden you free the bird. Or you can even attempt this on as as an experiment. Lock yourself in the bathroom for a few weeks, or even a few days. Most people can't even go a few hours being locked in the bathroom or in a closet. But the bathroom would be more I would be more suited for this experiment, because you do have ways to relieve yourself. You have the toilet, you can shower. The only thing you can't do is, I guess, is have food. So you could, I don't know. Uh, this video is not about that, so we'll probably make another later video on how you can try this experiment. But a lot of you guys are about to have a lot of wealth, so you're going to have the freedom of just being anywhere you want to go, or just, let's say, if you have a whim, or if you have a craving of something, you don't have to think about it. You just get it. Go and get it. It doesn't, there's no restrictions. Usually the restrictions was the money part. So if you think of something, you want it, you can't really access it because you don't have the money to pay for it. So now imagine just all of a sudden you have an unlimited amount of money, and you have an unlimited amount of wealth, and then anything you can think of you can have at the present moment. So that's a feeling as if you are living in a dream. So this is what I've been experiencing as a brief startup. Is you have comfort, because once you have comfort, your happiness level is at 50%, and then the rest is how you experience life that determines your next level of happiness. So so dog, the dog. So what we are seeking is freedom. So once you have the freedom, then you're using the money as a tool to experience true freedom. So it's a feeling. It's difficult to explain the feeling, but like the only way I can describe it is, let's say you're a bird. You're just flying through the sky. You can go wherever you want. There's no obstacles preventing you from doing what you want to do, or to accomplish anything. So it's like being a bird. Or if you ever had a dream where you're flying within the dream, that's the feeling you get in this physical reality once you have true freedom, which is the money helps you have freedom. So without the money, having freedom is very difficult, because you have to work to make money, to earn money, and you have to be stuck at a location. You have to give your hours away. So that's not freedom. You can never experience freedom like this because your hours are not yours. So someone else is controlling your hours, so therefore someone else is controlling your life. So when someone is controlling your life, how you live, you can never, it's going to be difficult. I can't say anything is impossible, but you can get a greater percentage of success in whatever you do is let's say attaining freedom. So you can have I would say a higher chance of happiness, of finding happiness once you have true freedom, because freedom, once you have freedom, you are truly living life. So so you are able to experience each moment in the present. So I'll probably have to make another video for this because they can get very, very deep. So so right now we'll just keep it surface level, where all we are seeking is the freedom, but the money helps us as a tool to experience this freedom. So if you want anything, it doesn't matter where it's at in the part of the world. Let's say, right, for instance, you're just craving a certain wine, but it's only available in a certain country. So you'd have a private jet, or you just pay for a private jet, fly to get that wine for you and bring it back just a few hours later, or depending on where it's at. So that's freedom. That's how a lot of the wealthy people are living. That was the perfect example I took from from that show. It was a billionaire show. It was this lady that was having, I believe, a wedding party, and she flew to the occasion, the event, and she forgot the wine. She forgot the bottle of wine. So she had one of her workers flew back to the other country to pick up the wine and bring it back. So this is what happened when money is no object. You are simply looking for the experience of life or the experience of living. So you're not really focusing on the money, because that's how we get trapped into the physical reality, into the matrix, is by focusing too much on the money. So what we are supposed to focus on is living the experience. The money will be a byproduct of it. So you can be doing anything you want in life. So I'm going to be making these series of videos from step by step on how to become wealthy. So before I do that, I have to be able to physically show the proof. So this is gonna start as soon as I start making a few millions, and I'll start posting those videos because people want to see proof. If you're just saying something, you have no proof, then it doesn't really matter. So a lot of people won't listen to it. So that's gonna be for the next series video. You can take a homeless person, but the thing is, the homeless person has to be able to want to help himself. If he doesn't want to help himself, then you're just wasting your energy. So you can take someone that wants to help, then you can assist them, and there's two ways you can do this: by the person doing it himself through using their minds, or you assist someone with financial resources and see how far they'll go. So I think we can do those two experiment to see to show you guys what's really possible. But for now is freedom. We are seeking freedom. That's the second most important thing in this physical world. But the thing is, the reason why it's second and money is first is because at least in this physical world. But if you exit the matrix, you can live outside of the matrix, and then you don't need any money. So you're just living off the land. You have your own acres of land, you have your own water, you have your own food resources, and you can just live your life in that certain part of the world, but you won't have freedom. Maybe you'll have mental freedom, but you won't have the physical freedom of experiencing this physical reality, which is why what we really came here as humans to experience is the physical world. Because right now is the only way you can feel, touch, taste, and see, because you are using this avatar, you are using this body to navigate your physical environment. But once you enter the astral realm, once you enter the spirit world and into the afterlife, you are navigating with another avatar, but it's a spirit. It's a spirit body, which is just like you are within a physical body, you are also within another body, which is the spirit. But that spirit body it's another avatar, but you can go through different dimensions with the avatar. This is the reason why it's possible to astral project, because you can exit your physical body and then enter the spiritual realm, which is right next to you here. But they might be, for example, you can be sitting in a park and there's a lot of spirits around you, but you can't see them. But as soon as you are able to navigate with your spirit body, you can also see them too. So this physical body is just like you getting into your car, you driving somewhere. It's the same way. You come into the physical body and you're using the physical body to navigate the physical environment, because once you are in the body of the soul or the spirit, you can't see, well, you can see 3D. Everything around you is 3D, but you can't see physical objects. Well, there's a way you can, but mostly you'll be staying in the in the spiritual reality. But you can't taste anything, you can't feel anything, because you're able to go through physical objects, so you can't feel, you don't have those senses. So in order for you to truly experience life, you have to be able to taste a good food, taste a good meal, feel how it feels to be physical, to lifting up a heavy object such as your arm. You don't realize how heavy your limbs are until you are aware. Try to lift them up, or just try to lift your arm up, or you try to lift your legs up. Slowly you realize how heavy it is. Imagine you picking up let's say a foot of a cow, how heavy that is. So yours is almost like that. So you are constantly lifting, but you don't realize it because you're not aware. So this is how you're moving your physical avatar. But the main goal is freedom, guys. So now that we are about to have physical freedom, then your level of happiness is going to rise, I would say about 80%. But if you have some type of spiritual enlightenment, then you'll probably get closer to like the 100% range. So it's like you living in a dream where anything is possible. You can do anything, like I mentioned, within boundaries. So it's a different life. So it's a different existence. And the thing is, well, I'll probably save that for later videos. I'll see you guys in the next one.